Well, we're actually doing this again, Judas Priest. We're doing this again. I was joking about that in my last re-ranking I did with Messiah. I was joking about, I was not looking forward to this again. I'm actually looking forward to it, having a second opinion about Judas Priest. As you can tell, I'm all ready. And, my thoughts have changed since my original 18 ranks of all Judas Priest albums. Holy shit, they have a lot. So, and talk about their latest one called the Invincible Shield. So, that is their latest one. And, there's a reason I'm doing this re-rank for that reason. Thanks to Scruffles and the rest of my friends. And, what can I say? To start off with...
Hello, Markapunk, it's Timber. I'm glad you're doing the re-rank of Judas Priest.
Oh, hi, Timber. Didn't see you there. What are you doing here?
Well, I was gonna tell them that I'll be fully in Part 8 of Sanitarium and its full potential to still be your friend. Ow!
Alright, thanks, Timber, for telling them. Go away now. Okay, I can finally get started on this re-rank. Without any more special characters or any comedy for that matter. So there's 19 albums in total, from worst to best, in my brand new re-ranking of this band. Let's just get this started. No comedy whatsoever. Here we go. My 19th worst one out of all the Judas Priest albums is still the worst one, by the way. That's never changed. It's still the Turbo album. Yeah, this one never changed. I still hate this one. The reason? I still hate the genre change of this band. My god, I hate it so much. So, this is still my least favorite, guys. I still can't get into it for a second time. I just can't. And, I have nothing else to say about this. This is my worst one out of the 19. So, my number 19th is definitely fucking Turbo. Next, number 18 is going to be, this time, is Point of Entry. My second least favorite now of Judas Priest albums. Yes, this actually changed, being my second least favorite now. This couple of songs that are actually notable for me from this is actually Heading Out to the Highway and lastly Turning Circles. Those are the only highlighted songs I think are enjoyable from Point of Entry overall, and it's my second least favorite from Judas Priest. Sorry I have to say. And my number 18th pick is going to that Pacific album, Point of Entry. Point of Entry, indeed, as my second least favorite. My number 17th controversial pick for this one, this might set people off for this one. It's very underrated for some reason in some fans, and forget it exists. And it's their first full length is called Rocka Rola. Yeah, this might be the most forgotten first album for some people, for some fans. And, yeah, this is why it's unrecognizable. And this is where they first debuted their first full length. I just can't get into this one. So, 3 songs I somewhat enjoyed is One for the Road and Cheater, and lastly, Kavar and Mess Instrumental. That's basically it. So, it's a forgotten first one for me. From Judas Priest. Back in 1974. But, oh boy. Yeah, this is my third least favorite out of the Judas Priest albums. My number 17th is going to be Rocka Rola. I'm going to roll my way to the next one. Alright, number 16th in this pick. God damn, it's long. Anyway, yeah, this one's going to be Redeemer of Souls. Oh boy, this one. This is the most, I don't know, a tad bit boring album for a return from Judas Priest and Rob Halford. Yeah, This is not as good, to be honest. So, 5 songs are actually somewhat good for this one is Redeemer Souls, Halls of Valhalla, Down in Flames, Crossfire, and lastly, Battle Cry. Those are the only few songs that are memorable from this overall. It's just not good at all, in my opinion. But it's gonna comfortably sit in my 16th position, guys. So I don't find this quite entertaining, in my opinion. Which is number 16, Redeemer of Souls. Okay, my number 15th pick. And this might be a little bit controversial. It's usually at the bottom of some people's ranking. So what am I going to put for my number 15, you might ask? It's Demolition. Yeah, this one. This is a strange Judas Priest album. They tried to go for a nu metal route with this band. It didn't quite work out as well. But my favorite lead singer is in this. Is Tim Ripper fucking Owens is in this. And yeah, they tried to do the nu metal trend when they were doing that at the time, when other nu metal bands are doing. They just want to capitalize on that, and it obviously failed. This is a little bit entertaining in how bad this is on the level. They can give some laughable enjoyment out of this, trying to do the nu metal trend of this band. So 5 songs I do like from this one. Machine Man is actually a really good song for this album. I think it's pretty memorable for this one. Devil Digger is pretty good. Bloodsuckers I think is pretty good as well. Feed on Me, and lastly Cyberface. It reminds me of the Terminator, don't ask. Yeah, this album is very underrated. And this is at my lowest spot in this ranking. So it is memorable how ridiculously stupid it is. It's enjoyable still. They try to do nu metal for this band. It's just too funny overall. But yeah, so my number 15th has to go to Demolition. Alright, I'm gonna get some haters and the hardcore Judas Priest fans hating on this decision right here. I'm gonna put for my number 14th spot for this one. And it's gonna upset a lot of fans. So I'm gonna put Sin After Sin. I'm sorry, guys. Just hear me out. I know most of you fans love the older generation of the 70s era of Judas Priest, but it's not really for me in this era. What can I say? The only 4 songs I do like from this is actually Sinner. Starbreaker's a good song, by the way. I'll give it credit for that. Let Us Pray, Call for the Priest, and Descendant Aggressor. Pretty memorable songs from this, but it's not really my cup of tea for this one. It's in the 70s era of Judas Priest. And later on in the ranking on my top, there is one of the 70s era ones I do like. Just calm your tits. And this is not one of them. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one before you click off and unsubscribe me and shit like that. Yeah, my number 14th, it's a little bit enjoyable enough. It's gonna be Sin After Sin. Number 13th, bad luck 13 for this one, on this spot, is going to be Killing Machine / Hellbent for Leather. I'm putting these two together because apparently there's 2 versions of this album. That's why I had to make it 19 instead of 20. I'm not cheating whatsoever. Well, I'm cheating a little bit. So I put 2 versions together. Because the other version has the cover song. I forgot the band's name to it. But it has a cover song version of the other version, which is Hellbent for Leather. So I like this a little bit entertainment value with this one. And this is in the middle of somewhat the late 70s era of Judas Priest. Somewhere close to it. This one I can enjoy a little bit. So 5 songs I like from this is Delivering the Goods, Rock Forever, Evening Star's pretty good, Burning Up's awesome, and lastly Killing Machine. So there you go. And Hellbent for Leather mixed together in that one song. And yeah, I can have a little bit of entertainment, decent entertainment for this album. Killing Machine / Hellbent for Leather. Um, this is where they started the gay trend with this album right here. It's an interesting fact. What can I say about it? But my number 13th bad luck for this one is going to be Killing Machine / Hellbent for Leather. My number 12th pick for this one, and I made it this far in this ranking. So it's going to be Ramit Down, actually. This is in the late 80s type albums, which I think is a little bit better than fucking Turbo in my opinion. A little bit better. And there's some rock influence into it with a tad bit of weird shit, not overdosing on it. This one's a above decent entertainment type album from Judas Priest. I think it's good. It's not superior or good or super good or anything. This is another decent enjoyment type album for me, that is. Ram It Down is my favorite song. Come and Get It is a good one. Blood Red Skies is a good one. I'm a Rocker and Johnny Be Good, Chuck Berry cover. Pretty good songs for this one from Ram It Down album. Originally when I had this, it was actually pretty low somewhere. I can't remember from my original one. And this one has decent entertainment for this one. It's not as egregiously super 80s as fuck as Turbo was. Not egregious. I can have some decent entertainment listening to this one. So my number 12 is Ram It Down. Alright, my best sound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties, still continue on the hate train of my ranking. My number 11th pick for this one is going to be Defenders of Faith. Shoot me, I don't care. It's in the middle of my fucking ranking. This one I think is better than Ram It Down. This one is highly in their rankings of Judas Priest fans. Some of it in their high ranking. This is good, I guess. Good in my opinion. This is above average in my opinion though. It's still good. Defenders of Faith is good. Songs I like is 6 of them. Free Wheel Burning, Hard Rock Ride Free, The Sentinel, Eat Me Alive, Heavy Duty, and lastly, Defenders of Faith. So, there you go. And those are the 6 songs I do like from this. And this is good entertainment. It's not really good or anything. It's at the middle of my fucking ranking. And this is still a good album I can tolerably listen to. My number 11th is Defenders of Faith. We finally made it to the 10 of these rankings here. We finally made it to this section. Alright. My number 10th pick for this one, and this is a weird pick for the middle one too. It's gonna be Nostradamus. Somewhat entertaining this album is. At the same time, oh my god, they went overboard with the 2-disc thing. Is so long and drawn out and fucking boring. That's why it made it so damn long, of 23 total tracks. Jesus Christ, I was bored off my ass of those trash other songs they just threw in here. God, do they have a lot in mind in this one. And ran it into 2-disc. Or 2 vinyls. But anyway, I can have a decent enough time with this one, but overall, at the half bit of it, it's so boring as fucking long. Songs I like the opening to the first disc is Dawn of Creation instrumental, Prophecy, Pestilence and Plague, Conquest, Persecution, Solitude instrumental, Alone, and lastly Nostradamus. And that's about it. Everything else are just throwaway songs they just added and fuck it. Let them get themselves bored to death. Which you did a good job on it, which I was actually bored as fuck with it. Maybe I should not put this at my number 10. I don't know. But too late now, it's a new re-rank. But my number 10 is gonna be Nostradamus. Boring as fuck, I'm moving on. My 9th pick now is gonna be Angel of Retribution. Yeah, this album. This is like a return to form type band. The return of Rob Halford as the lead singer, of course, this one. After the wasted Demolition album, Rob Halford finally made a return for this album in 2005. I think 2005 is a good year for it. And it's decent, good return to form type band, in my opinion. I think this one is a little bit better than Nostradamus' boring album, in my opinion. Way better. But it's still not high on my list. This one I can enjoy too, but it's not one of my top favorites overall. Seven songs I do like from this is Judas Rising, Deal with the Devil's pretty cool, Revolution, Demonizer, Wheels of Fire, Hellrider, and Eulogy. So there you go. So those are the seven songs I do like from this one. And it is a great return to form of this band. It really is. But it's not high in my ranking, of course. So there is others better than this one. But overall, great return to form type album from them. Overall, my number 9th is going to be Angel of Retribution. Now we come to the 8th place of this ranking here. I'm still going to get a lot of flack from hardcore fans of this ranking. A lot of hate for this one. But please understand my opinion. Tell me yours in the comments below what your 19th ranking, 19 to 1 ranking is overall. But anyway, my number 8 is going to be Stained Class, guys. I'm sorry. You can bash at me all you want. I know this album is a damn classic to you guys. But I didn't grow up at the 70s era. I really didn't. I'm sorry. Just please don't bash at me. So 5 songs I do like from this that's actually pretty entertaining is White Heat, Red Hot, Better By You, Better Than Me, Spooky Tooth cover, Stained Class, and Saints in Hell, and lastly, Beyond the Realms of Death. It's actually my favorite song from this album. No joke. I'm not exaggerating one bit. It's a damn good song. Beyond the Realms of Death is a good song. I'm not going to spit at them for that. It's a great song from this album. And it's one of my top favorite Judas Priest songs. It's definitely that one. Just calm your asses down. But it's a damn good song. It's a good album to listen to, guys. I'm not hating on it or bashing on it at all. Okay? This is a good one. Okay? I know you guys grew up in the 70s era. I get it. But my number 8th is going to be Stained Class. Sorry. Alright, my number 7th. So we're getting close to the end of this ranking. And it's going to be their new kid on the block, Invincible Shield. Yeah, this is the latest one they have. And it made it all the way up to my ranking here. Almost good new one. Almost good. But there is the beginning first track that's really annoying fucking song. I can't stand it, guys. And and that's the best song they can come up with in the beginning of this album. Really? Really? Really, Rob Halford? And you picked the most annoying beginning song to start off with. Rant over. I almost like this album, guys. I almost did. Their latest one. I'll name out the songs I think are pretty good. So The Serpent and the King is a good song. I'll give them credit. Invincible Shield's a good one. Devil in Disguise is a really good song from this album. 5 stars. I think it's really good. Crown of Horns is good. As God Is My Witness is a good one. Trail by Fire is awesome. Sons of Thunder, and that's about it. I almost did like this album. I'm not exaggerating. I almost did. Until the first track really fucked me up and how annoying it is in the beginning. I'm sorry. It just grinds my gears. But anyway, I can have a good enough time with this one. Their latest one from 2024. This came out right after Firepower. And overall, I almost like this one. Barely. So my number 7th is Invincible Shield. Deal with it. My number 6 position And this is actually really good here on out. I think are pretty entertaining from 6 through 1, are pretty damn entertaining. So, in this position, I'm going to give it to Screaming for Vengeance. Yeah, this one. This one is actually highly rated on top their rankings here. This album. Most of the time. It's highly rated. It's still a good album. No joke. This is still a good one. Screaming for Vengeance. Hell yeah, I would definitely enjoy this one. Yeah, I do. So, name all the tracks in this one that I like. The Hellion opening instrumental is pretty good. Electric Eye. I love the song Electric Eye. Riding on the Wind. Bloodstone. Take These Chains. Screaming for Vengeance. Awesome. You've Got Another Thing Coming. One of the most popular songs from this album. Definitely. I do enjoy that song. Another top favorite song from them. And lastly, Fever. Yeah, I can definitely enjoy this, guys, so please don't bash at me. I can. I really can. So, it made it up to my top 6. So, I hope that makes you happy or not, but who knows. But my number 6 is going to be Screaming for Vengeance. Oh! Hell yes! I made it finally to my top 5 of the Judas Priest albums I will come back to listen to all the time now. All 5 of these albums, I like all the tracks, and process of elimination of what my top 5 are actually going to be this time, since my old one, for like God knows, like a few years ago. But anyway, my number 5th pick for this one, it's actually changed since then, since my old one, is going to be British Steel. As you can tell by this razor blade, yes, British Steel is my number 5 pick, is my favorite. This is one of the 80s era Judas Priest albums I do like, referencing the razor blade, so there you go. I mean, come on. It's the early 80s one, too. I like all the songs from this one. I think British Steel is a good early 80s Judas Priest album, in my opinion. So, Rapid Fire, Metal Gods, Breaking Law, great song. Grinder, Unite is a good one. You Don't Have to Be Old to Be Wise. Living After Midnight, definitely a popular song, my top favorite. Excuse me. The Rage, and lastly, Steeler. Yes, this is one of the 80s type era Judas Priest albums I will go back to listening to. Goddamn, excuse me. Yeah, really good 80s era Judas Priest album, in my opinion, is definitely British Steel, which I'm going to put at my number 5. So this one made it to my number 5. So, overall, deal with it. My number 4 is going to be, what can I say? Sad Wings of Destiny. This is one of the 70s era Judas Priest albums I do enjoy listening to. So, congrats on that. You finally made it to my top favorite. So there you go, Sad Wings of Destiny. You fucking made it to my top of my list. And yes, this is one of the 70s era I do like from Judas Priest. Yes, this is a damn good one. I think it's better than their first full-length debut. In my opinion, way more improved. And name all 9 tracks in this one. Victim of Change, The Ripper, Dreamer Deceiver, and Deceiver. Prelude instrumental, awesome middle instrumental. Tyrant, Genocide, Epitaph, and lastly, Island of Domination. Yes, I really do enjoy one of their 70s era Judas Priest albums. It's definitely Sad Wings of Destiny is one of them. I can go back to listening to. This is the one, guys. So, I'm giving you claps for it. I'm not exaggerating at all. Good job. Yeah, this one I can enjoy. So give me praise for that at least. My number 4 is the winner of the 70s era, Sad Wings of Destiny. And my Basset Hound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties, we have now made it to my top 3. I think, in my own personal opinion, and please don't bash at me, if my top 3 Judas Priest albums I think are enjoyable in my opinion. And please do not swear at me in the comments below. Please do not. This is my own personal fucking opinion. Please, as is my opinion. Rant's over. So, my number 3 bronze medal winner, this time is actually Painkiller. Yes, that one. Originally, it was at my number 2, surprisingly, and it made it back into my number 3 bronze medal winner. Why is that? And yes, this is the early 90s era of Judas Priest, getting to the 90s era. This is one of their best Judas Priest albums. I see a lot of people put this at the top sometimes as well, as their best one. And I see why I still enjoyed the hell out of this one. I love some 90s goodness. Come on, give me a break. And yeah, really good. I still enjoy Painkiller. I really do. And this is the last time Rob Halford sung for this album, until he does his own solo type albums, until he's replaced by Tim Ripper Owens. So there you go. And it's still a good album. Don't bash at me for that. So I like all 10 songs. Painkiller, Hell Patrol, All Guns Blazing, of course, Leather Rebel, Metal Meltdown, Nightcrawler, Between the Hammer and the Anvil, A Touch of Evil, and Battle of Him instrumental, and lastly, One Shot at Glory. Yes, I still enjoy this Painkiller album, I really do. Still enjoyable, and one of their best albums ever made, from the early 90s. Yes. And that's all I'm going to say about it. It's still a good album I can go back to listening to. It's one of the best 90s albums, in my opinion, early 90s albums. So my number 3 bronze medal winner, this time, is Painkiller. I'm going to take some later. I'm joking, by the way. My number 2 silver medal winner, guys, and this changed my opinion really a hell of a lot since I'm doing this re-ranking. And I enjoyed this a hell of a lot more than I actually anticipated at this point. It's actually going to be Firepower, guys. There you go. That's a surprise motherfucker moment, right? Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot more than I expected. Last time I had less with this amount of songs I do have from this. This is a damn good one, in my opinion. It's weird how my opinion changed for this one, for Firepower. It really is. And this made it to my top favorite, and my silver medal winner. As surprising to you guys is. And this is a damn good one. I don't know why I have mixed feelings for it last time in my old one. And, wow. Things have changed. Stranger things have happened. And, I like all 14 songs. They're all great. And I fucking love Firepower, guys. I really do. Firepower, Lightning Strike, Evil Never Dies, Never the Heroes, Necromancer, Children of the Sun, and Guardians Instrumental, Rising from Ruins, Flamethrower, Spectre, Traitor's Gate, No Surrender, Lone Wolf, and lastly, Sea of Red. Of course, I actually enjoyed Firepower more than I do more since my old ranking of Judas Priest. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to listening to Firepower again to see what my opinion is now. I really do enjoy this more now, and than I ever expected. But my number 2 cinema winner is going to Firepower. Alright, my Basset Hound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties. And you might notice, obviously, this is my number 1 favorite album of all time. And this might shock some people. And yeah. Yes, it's fucking obvious. I love Jugulator, so there you go. Whatever. Crucify me, whatever. This is the most underappreciated album. It's definitely my number 1, still my number 1 favorite. It's definitely Judas Priest's Jugulator. I know. People are still pissed about that decision still. And it never changed since my original. I still love the fuck out of this one. I love the darker version of this band. I really do. The edgier version. I really do, guys. You can bitch, moan, cry, groan, pissy, all you guys want. I still love the fuck out of Jugulator. I still do. And I love Tip Ripper Owens. I really do. You guys are still gonna bitch about it in my new re-ranking. And this is my second time. This is my first favorite again. Another surprise motherfucker moment for you guys. I still like Jugulator, guys. I love the edgier version of this band, okay? You can say it's one of the worst albums. A lot of people will put this at the way bottom. I don't care. I love the dark tone of this band. I really do. It came out in '98. Who cares? You can make fun of that cover all you want. I think it's cool. It reminds me of Marvel comic days. Okay? And a lot of you guys are still pissed about this decision still to this day after I uploaded this free to you guys. I know. I'm sorry. So, you already know I like all tracks. Jugulator, Bloodstains. Awesome song still. I'm going to sing all of its praises, especially Dead Meat. I'm going to sing all of its praises. Death Row, Decapitate, Burn in Hell. Still sing its praises. Brain Dead, Abductors, Bullet Train's a great fucking song. It needs to be appreciated, goddammit. Also, Cathedral Spires, of course. So that's what the song's memorable from this album is Cathedral Spires. Sorry, I spitted. Yeah, Cathedral Spires, I'm gonna still sing its praises for it as well. And, goddamn. You can hate me all you want. It's my decision. I love the dark era of this band. I know. Like I said before in the beginning, hate me all you want. This is still my number one most favorite, guys. And I don't give a fuck shit anything you guys say, even the hardcore Judas Priest fans. I still love the hell out of Judas Priest's Jugulator to this day. And there you go, guys. There's my official re-rank of Judas Priest's albums, including the latest one, Invincible Shield. Wow, this took me so long. And I hope you guys enjoyed the entertainment of this re-ranking. This took me so long to get to this point. Now I can continue further on the rankings I was supposed to do. And holy shit, I hope this has entertained you. And you guys are still pissed about the Jugulator album. I know. It's still my favorite, god damn it. It should be appreciated. And how underrated gem it is. It needs to be appreciated, god damn it. You should come around the camp for it. Rant over. And I will end this here. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Click the bell to get notified in all of my videos and all that stuff. Also share and like. This re-ranking of Judas Priest's studio albums worst to best. Now I can move on to other stuff now. And I hope if Prism Mill finds this entertaining to you and surprising once again and all that stuff. Anyway, Seizure, later my best sound friends and my sexy lemon pie cuties on my next video. Seizure, later.